Alright, here we go. Hi traders! In this video, I'm going to be doing basically an update, alright? So in my recent blog post, you saw in the background that I have, this addition is a Bollinger Band onto my chart. I put it in white, and the reason for that is that I wanted to update you guys, not keep you in the dark, and there are a couple of things I want to share. First and foremost, I'm exploring what can we do with the Bollinger Bands. I know we've been covering Ichimoku quite a fair bit, but is Bollinger Bands still relevant? What can we do with it? And also, I've been working on the issue that some of you have been experiencing, not just you, I've been experiencing with it myself, which is that sometimes you don't always get this kind of nice breakouts. Sometimes before you have a nice breakout, you're stuck in a very long expanding range, and it's very frustrating. Ironically, when I look at this one now, it's all very nice, but we don't always get that. So I want to cover a different aspect today, and also using MTF. So MTF will be our ongoing theme right now. So the goal is to help everyone to become more and more precise, and to be more precise also means martingaling less. How can we trade and martingale less and win more consistently so that we can scale more confidently? I don't want anyone to shit their pants while trading. I don't want anyone to make your heart feel it's coming out through your chest. But at the same time, before we begin, I also want to address a lot of you out there that sometimes when you are thinking that, oh, my heart is coming out of my chest, think about the time when you first started to drive and maybe someone ran a red light, but thankfully it didn't hit you, right? But it went past, and your mind, it flashed in your mind, damn, what could have happened if I just went out a little bit? Fact of the matter is, it didn't, and you're fine, right? So in trading as well, there are times that you get cold sweat, but one thing is that you need to put in the time, the hours, all right, until it feels normal. So for those of you who live in certain parts of the world where traffic's like shit, for example Thailand, Vietnam, various parts of China, driver habits, and I actually contribute to that myself, by the way. Some of you, when you're so used to that kind of driving and you're like, oh, well, it's normal, right? It's not nothing unusual, out of the ordinary. And suddenly everything else seems easy. So I know I've been talking a lot, but I hope that puts you in the right frame of mind so that when you start doing these next bunch of practice, whatever you're practicing on, I give you a good idea on how to manage those emotions, alright? So if you practice enough, it's not going to bother you. So you want to get to that point where it's like, oh, okay, yeah, it's just another trade, right? What we're going to look for is an approach that, okay, one more thing, I want to address something here as well. Like, there's some of you still writing to me and asking, is OTC really safe? I want to answer that in a question like this. You can see for yourself if OTC is safe when you look at the pin bar and the market does reverse. As long as there's a pin bar and the market reverses, then it is genuine. It is tradable. Pin bar and reverse. Pin bar, and this one actually went further down, but it's normal Elliott wave, right? So normal. And then you what other shapes do you have? You W formation, double top formation, triple bottom, and there is the head and shoulders, reverse H&S. Over here is reverse H&S. So it's exactly what you would get in a regular market. And if we compare to say a normal pair, okay, it's the same, right? Let's get right into the meat and potatoes. We're gonna be doing some reversal trading today. Why are we doing reversals? Why? Because there are many times in the market that sometimes the price movement is so big, or let's say before the thing can come back to the middle and you're getting restless and whatnot, and you want something to do. So I'm gonna give you something to do, and something profitable as well. Okay, alright, so we're gonna do it right here. This is a 1 minute expiry. One thing I want to tell you about is that when you're taking these trades, right, sometimes they can go back down before going all the way up. So this is normal. I want to give you an analogy, okay? When you look at the map on Google, direct distance and the driving distance is different. So what do I mean by that? The direct distance may be 2 kilometers, but the driving distance You have to go through this street, that street, winding roads, and the actual distance could be 5 or 6. And the walking distance could be maybe 2 point something. What I mean to say right here, you have an example over here as well. Did it go straight up? No, it came down before it went up. So this is normal. Don't panic, don't freak out. What else? When we look at the price action here, this is a reverse head and shoulders. Maybe you cannot see it very clearly, but you see this is the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, and it goes up, right? Does it make sense? So why did it come down? Because it's forming the right shoulder. And then notice that this one hit the Bollinger Band. This one failed to hit. A long time ago, I posted a training. If Bollinger Band failed to hit the bottom, the reversal chance is very, very high. We missed another one right here, but actually not. I think we still can get it. We still can get it. Let's just take it for a minute. This works well for a minute. So quick recap. This is 5 seconds chart. This one over here is a 1 minute chart. So we have a mini reverse H&S, and over here there's a larger H&S. And actually I want to make an admission over here, is that I failed to look at the right side before I place this trade. Of course, I would have wanted to do it much earlier, but I did not. I took it a bit late. And so this trade is a little bit risky in the sense that I'm slightly fortunate that this H&S is going a little bit slanted, but it may not have worked out this nicely, because at this point, by a certain point, it should be going up already to complete the H&S. I'm lucky that it's plateauing. It's going to plateau for a bit and then go up. That's this one. Let's go to different chart. I want to show you this again. And every time I change the chart. Now, the last video, I also mentioned, the last blog post, this one, you can read it. It's good to have just 2 charts. You don't really need 3, because if you have 3, you will have to change the time frame on 3 charts, and it's gonna possibly make you late for the trade. So you don't want that. Give you more ideas on when to trade reversal, when not to trade reversal. In my last video, I hope you watched it. Like the last video I posted is about the 19 ways to lose money in trading. In that video, I said that it's important to have, if you're not the man who knows 1,000 kicks, but the man who knows the same kick and done it 1,000 times, Bruce Lee, right? But at the same time, other than knowing how to kick, it's important to know how to punch. Shit, I think, no! Okay, yeah, there's one right there. Anyways, let's go another one. So we have Ichimoku cloud method, but if the markets are ranging, reversal. Okay, at the end of the day, you're free to stick with one of these methods and use them most of the time. Means that if you're not comfortable doing reversal, stick to Ichimoku. But filter your trades well. Make sure that it's very, very close to the lines. Do not unnecessarily take risks. This is good. Here, pin bar. So also, I've noticed that you can observe the market very well with the Bollinger Band as well, because there'll be points where the band is wider and the points where the band is narrower. And the ADX actually does help serve us as well. Okay, sometimes you notice the ADX value is very high at certain points like this, okay? And why at other points is low? That's low means it's no good. The ADX value will drop when it's plateauing at the top of a head and shoulders or a reverse head and shoulders. It's normal. So don't freak out, doesn't mean that ADX is low. You don't do it. So today, new day, fresh slate, right? So, look at this here. Workout. It's just 3 net wins. Hole in 1. Going back to this one right here, I wanted to talk about a few things. When it's plateauing head and shoulders, the ADX will be low, and it's fine. What else can you look out for? If you're doing the reversal, the MACD cross. We talked about that before in my previous video. So check that out. So anyway, this video, I don't want to make it too long. My battery is dying, and I If you have any questions, just ask away in the comments down below, and do check the video description as well. In the case I have some good information for you that is relevant to this post, I'll probably post it there as well. And finally, this the OTC methods I've been showing works well on pocket option, works well on Quotex. IQ, I have not extensively done it yet, but I last recalled the way their algo works is a bit different, so it's not so synthetic as these ones. Again, my ultimate test, like I said, look at the pin bar and see what it does at that point of time. And when you look at the pin bar came here. When did the reverse happen? Engulfing came 2 bars later. Okay, watch. And then also what happened here, you look at there'll be a point on the MACD where these two moving averages will go parallel, right? So they're parallel going down, and then at a certain point, the angle of the MACD will straighten out, and then next moment it cuts up, and then cuts up, then you have the reversal. Then what's next? It will cross the bands here and go to the upside. Very strong coffee. You get my point. So battery really low. I need to cut this.